I'm not talking.
I'm not a boxer. I've made that extremely clear.
Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the would I stop talking?
In 2024, the No Jumper platform has become a place of degenerate behavior because Adam22, after clashing with his co-host, Sharp, and pressing a known Chicago drill rapper, Ruger, during a recent podcast, has the internet going ballistic. But what led to this beef? Stick around to find out, because we're breaking down the full story, and it gets intense. This video is sponsored by Lander, your one-stop music production powerhouse. Everything you need to create and release music, including samples, plugins, unlimited distribution, and the world's best AI mastering engine. Create and release more music for one low price of just $11.99 a month. I've been using Lander for a good 2 years now to release my singles, Bad Bitches and Score. Go download it on all platforms right now. But they're super easy to use. Not only do they have no threshold for you to cash out, so if you get $5, $10, $50, even $100, you can cash out on that money. But they also give other tools, like there's courses that you can get as soon as you start paying. And you can collaborate with other artists to get cover arts done. Maybe you need a beat, or maybe you just need some help engineering a song. So download Lander today and use my discount code that'll be in the link in the description to get 20% off your first purchase at Lander. Back to the video. No Jumper has become one of the most talked about hip hop podcasts in California, especially for its raw and unfiltered interviews with some of the biggest names in hip hop. Adam22, the host, built a strong reputation analyzing his guests' lives, often touching on sensitive or controversial topics revolving around street culture. But lately, things have shifted, and Adam's more aggressive tone seems to be causing drama with guests and co-hosts. One of the latest conflicts sparked controversy, co-host Sharp stepping away from the show and rapper Ruger feeling the pressure during the interview.
I ain't even said it. And this might be some of my final words to the whole situation. Like, I probably ain't gonna be cutting no interviews on No Jumper. If it ain't worth it, or it ain't something that I should be doing that even makes sense, I probably ain't gonna be over there like that no more. And it ain't nothing against No Jumper or any type of bullshit or any type of drag. I'm just, I'll still go if we cool with it. If not, hey, that's cool too, but I'm not doing nothing over there that don't serve its purpose.
Part of this podcast is going to be dedicated to sort of analyzing, reflecting on Sharp's tenure. Now, my opening statement, the thing that I really want to put out there that I feel like is the most important part of this is just the fact that I always thought that Sharp was a real one. And I always thought that he would hold it down in the face of whatever. And that when it was time for us to go our separate ways, I figured that he would go his separate way in a respectful way and that he wouldn't use it as a jumping off opportunity. I guess basically I felt like Sharp had not been completely blinded by the cloud and become addicted to the cloud, which I now see is in fact exactly what happened to him. That clout just fogged his brain up, and he's now no longer able to see reality. He's not capable of seeing what it is to be a real one, and instead he's choosing to move with chasteness.
We'll break down the very beginning, but first keep watching to find out how everything got heated. Sharp, one of Adam22's most outspoken co-hosts, started to feel some tension on the show. Sharp is known to go ballistic on his female guests, but recently been changing up his content.
She came with an attitude.
Calm down.
Stop trying to pick it apart.
I'm not.
Man, you stop trying to pick it.
This is what the show is about. We're having a conversation. Exactly, we're having a conversation. I'm conversing with you. I'm conversing with you. I'm not butting in. This is
the it factor. He just don't got it. It ain't about money, none of that. Like I said, shit, you can put his ass back on. Yeah, for sure. But a nigga that ain't never had it, make him go step up, man. It ain't for free.
Facts.
I had to learn. Everybody, the nigga around the corner had to learn. We all have to. You got to go through it to get to it, man.
Sharp began to voice his frustrations off air, claiming that Adam wasn't giving him the respect that he deserved. Sharp accused Adam of focusing more on the drama and clickbait content than the relationships that built No Jumper into what it was today.
And I feel like The way people acting like shit, they ain't even respecting the content no more. Shit, why even put it? I like things that make sense. And the way I got pushed around and just like, man, getting dropped whenever. Shit, there's 3 weeks before some content of mine come out. Like, talking about monetization, liquor, and all. Man, we ain't never had them problems. This nigga didn't explain no beef. It ain't no beef on me. It's just, it is what it is. And I can get it. Some good things have their dead ends. But this one right here, I feel like was kind of forced.
The beef between them didn't sit well with the many fans who began to pick sides, some backing Sharp for his authenticity and wanting to involve, while others defended Adam, saying he's just doing his job. But what's really driving the conflict between these two? Keep watching to see how Adam responds to Sharp's rants.
I talked to Sharp yesterday.
Oh, how'd that go?
For about 45 minutes.
I'm like so over it already at this point, but I feel like we still gotta have a little combo here.
Hey, listen, man, at the end of the day, Sharp felt like he was being curbed. He felt like nobody was throwing him no alley-oops. Mm-hmm. He felt like certain things that should have been structured certain ways when it came to his content. He felt like he was on the back burner, which I don't know why, because outside of the, like, I don't know, like, he felt like it took 3 weeks for his content to come out.
I think that he would swear a lot and smoke a lot, and that sometimes his content would be hard to get monetized. The editor in the corner is nodding right now. But however, I will say, it's not that unique. Anyone who does YouTube knows that sometimes you have to do like many rounds of edits in order to get it monetized.
So smoking will kill my...
For me personally, I honestly just think it goes back to Sharp just wanting to be different. He wants to be great at this point, and Adam wants to stick to the same clickbait nonsense. Like, he literally said, if Sharp wants to stick to like yelling at females, then yeah, he could be on the show. But if he doesn't want to do that, then it's kind of like his time has passed him. And I can't be mad at either one of them. It just feels like, you know, it's time to move on. But in this podcast era, it doesn't seem like anyone can just, I don't know, just move on properly. Even from Joe Budden, like, no one just have good business and evolve and grow apart. Shortly after Sharp's exit, Chicago drill rapper Ruger made an appearance on No Jumper. Ruger, known for his connection to FBG Duck, came onto the show ready to check Adam on his podcast takes about Wooski and their previous interview, where Adam steered the conversation into dangerous territory, Chicago's rap beefs and Ruger's relationship with Little Durk.
Billionaire Black did a DJU interview, and he kind of shaded you, and basically, he actually said at one point that you never did anything for him or your family. And then he said that he saw you in Vegas, but he kept it pushing. He didn't try to engage.
He said I ain't never did enough for who, my family?
For him or your family?
First of all, I don't even really, like, he don't even know me.
So you weren't super tight back in the day or anything?
You don't, like on some 100 shit, like, being that Black was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it was always like when I met up with him, it was always like a mutual thing. I was with another person.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It was never like, call Billionaire, I'm finna link with Billionaire. You know what I'm saying? It was never like that type of relationship. But I don't pay attention to that shit, what people say, bro. Like, especially saying something like that, I know you don't know what you're talking about. So it's like, it's no reason for me to respond to that type of shit. Like, take care of all my family.
Did you already know that he had an issue with you prior to this interview clip coming out?
What? Like an issue?
Yeah,
some little goofy shit went on, but that shit light, bro.
Okay. There was a big show in Chicago that Kanye did. He wanted Durk to come out. You were going to be there too. Durk realized and was like, no, it ain't happening. Making it sound like he was all right with being on the same project as you, but the idea of him being in the same place as you was out of line. Am I getting this right?
Yeah, but this the thing. It was like that on both parties.
Okay.
It was like that on my end too. But
so when you got the invite, you were automatically thinking like, I don't know.
Nah, I wasn't. Nah, he ain't necessarily say like these dudes finna be there, but when I got there, I got the list looking at the album and just looking at all the names that's on it, and I did see his name, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, shit, I'm working. Ain't nothing gonna stop my opportunities, bro. we bump shoulders. It is what it is. I'm working. At the end of the day, I'm writing music, and I'm just working.
Ruger kept his cool, deflecting Adam's attempts to stir up controversy, but in his recent interview, Adam's sarcastic tone wasn't going to fly with Ruger, who's almost demanding Adam to do what he says on his own podcast, challenging him to a fight out of frustration, it seems.
My thing is with you, man. Like even where we went bad at, the moment I did my interview with you, I talked to you before the cameras was even rolling. I said I ain't even want to talk about that billionaire shit. You feel me? Just off the strength of that's Duck homie. We always in cahoots with each other, and I just ain't got time to be, you know what I'm saying, bashing the next motherfucker on the internet or whatever. Then the first thing you started the interview off with was, you said you didn't want to talk about the billionaire shit. And I literally just told you this. So it's like, why speak about it on camera?
I felt you didn't want to talk about Dirk specifically.
Even after the interview, I talked to you. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to see the interview before it come out. You know what I'm saying? To see it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't got time to be stirring all goofy shit up. I ain't got time for that. But you, literally, any other time I DM you, you hit me back. But this particular time when I'm DMing you, telling you, like, send me the video, the clip, you're not hitting me back. Now you drop it. And you knew I talked to you and you agreed upon this. As a man, when you tell somebody I'm gonna do this, you gotta stand on it. Where I'm from. So, and you ain't stand on your word.
Yeah, I should have been more direct and just told you I was gonna put it out realistically.
Let me keep going, I ain't even done.
For the fans in Chicago and all over, Adam was coming off in the wrong way. People felt like Adam was pushing for a viral moment instead of focusing on Ruger and his situation, maybe his music. But let's be real, what else is Adam gonna interview Ruger for? And why is Adam going so hard at everyone lately? We'll revisit this in a moment, so keep watching. After stepping away from No Jumper, Sharp went live on social media to air out his grievances. He didn't hold back, calling out Adam for prioritizing controversy and feeling like he wasn't a part of the future of No Jumper. Sharp made it clear that the way No Jumper was headed was only downhill from here. The show was crossing a line, so what's Sharp's accusations? He thinks Adam is using co-hosts and even his guests for content without caring about the long-term impact of their relationship. Just doing anything or saying anything for the viral moment.
So we can't say that I didn't bring up certain situations or tried to. Tuesday show, listen, homie, to be on a podcast with somebody or three other individuals, right? Let's say you want to set the podcast as 4. This is what I have learned. To be on a podcast with somebody, 3 other people, you have to have camaraderie with them. You have to talk to them. Even off the podcast, you have to build something with them. You just don't hop on, bro, and just be able to sit down with them for 2-3 hours and make gold. It's not happening.
Me personally, like I said, I just feel like Sharp wants more. And Adam's gonna be Adam. Like, he does and say from the gay stuff to the gang stuff just for the clicks, and he's literally gonna have anybody on. So I don't know. I just feel like it's time to move on for these two. In response, Adam tried downplaying the whole situation by saying Sharp was just being overly sensitive and it's just part of the media game. That maybe it was just time for them to maybe part ways. However, the damage was done. And the internet exploded with reactions. Many fans sided with Sharp, calling out Adam for creating drama for views, while others defended Adam's interviewing style, saying it's just business.
So, as far as like Sharp being part of it, I just never really thought about it, to be totally honest, because I never really enjoyed talking to him like on a podcast that much, okay? It's just not like, he's cool to talk to, but at the same time, it's just, the conversation gets sent in like weird directions. It doesn't necessarily stay on topic. It's just, I don't know. I mean, you can tell me if you think that Sharp should have been added to the Tuesday show. Nowhere ever along the way did I ever see anybody telling me that Sharp needed to be added to the Tuesday show, right? Like, I just never That was never like some big narrative, right? I never remember the fans saying that. And for me, I never really even thought about it that much, to be honest. It like briefly crossed my mind. Only because somebody else who works in No Jumper mentioned that Sharp said something about how he thought that he was going to basically like earn his way onto the Tuesday show.
So where does this leave No Jumper? We'll come back to that in a moment. The internet was divided. Fans took to social media to voice their opinions. Some think Sharp leaving is a major blow to No Jumper, arguing that his energy and authenticity was a key factor to the show's success. Others felt Adam's tendency to press his guests and co-hosts was going too far, especially in Ruger's case. Some also appreciated Adam's podcasting style, saying that he asks the tough question. That's what makes No Jumper different from other platforms. A lot of people felt the controversy is just a part of the game, especially in hip-hop media. If you think this story is over, just think again. No Jumper is going through a lot of serious changes, and we'll tell you about what to expect. Sharp out of the picture and Adam under fire for his podcasting style, the future of No Jumper is very unclear. Will Adam shift gears and focus more on real hip-hop takes, or will he keep pushing for viral clicks? Either way, fans are watching closely to see his next move. As for Ruger, he came to the interview with an agenda to get one up on Adam. And despite Adam trying to apologize about his past comments, Ruger wanted all the smoke, and the interview will definitely have lasting effects on the future of No Jumper, especially when it comes to future Chicago guests.
Another thing, you on here playing with folks' mama, like thug mama, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how much you playing. Don't play with folks' OG. At the end of the day, another thing, you play with Wooski, bro. Like, just hear me out.
We talk.
I don't care if y'all talk. I got a personal problem with it. Cause it's the principle of you playing with him about him getting shot in the head. That shit ain't no joke. Do you know that was at my best friend's funeral?
Yeah.
Do you know that my best friend mama couldn't even bury her son the right way? Like, the funeral was completely over after that. Motherfuckers running everywhere. My mama was there, my son was there. He wasn't even 6 months.
For sure, Wooski should have thought about that before he started talking shit to me. Because when you start doing battle in hip hop, you're gonna use whatever you got to talk shit. He did. He started shit with me, so I mentioned something like, I think you're taking different situations and combining them together, though. Because that was all about Sean Cotton saying that he didn't think Cairo had Wooski vibes.
Listen, when you do that, you place yourself in street shit.
Right.
It get real after that.
Okay.
Like, for real, gang. Like on some real shit. Like, if I would've came in here right now with 4 pairs of boxing gloves and set the business on the table right now, like, come fight me right now. Let's go fight. Would you?
No, that shit's goofy as fuck.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
I would have looked at you. I just don't know why you're so convinced that this is a good place for you to talk like you're tough. Right.
I'm not
a boxer. I've made that extremely clear.
Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the f would I stop talking?
Stop talking. That's your problem.
Why would I stop talking when I'm a podcaster?
What you gonna do is hit the table. You would hit the table. But
all you're doing is sitting here yapping.
Hey, so look, we talked it out. We said that everything was cool.
As soon as I get on the podcast. Oh, I can handle my own business as well. Don't worry.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't handle it by doing boxing matches with cavemen who want to act tough instead of doing a podcast.
Now you racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now it's racistness coming out.
And now you're going to play the race card.
Talking about cavemen. You racist, man.
I'm describing your brain.
You weird.
Not your race.
You weird.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
That's cool. I'll leave. But I'm telling you, you a bitch.
I don't care.
And your ass a handsome guy.
So what do you guys think? Is Adam22 pushing things way too far? Or is this just a part of the media game? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll keep you updated as more develops. Hit the notification bell and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.